Fleet Commander Tark reviewed the data once more, mandibles clicking with satisfaction. The new species they discovered on the blue planet called Earth seemed perfect for harvesting. Relatively small, no significant natural weapons, and lacking the thick protective carapaces that adorned his kind. Their intelligence was noteworthy, but their technological development had only recently achieved basic spaceflight. Begin the hunting protocol, Tark ordered. Standard procedure. Take a small sampling first. 20 specimens from various regions. His subordinate, Officer Mev, bowed deeply. It shall be done, Commander. The Vexari Dominion had conquered 17 civilizations across the galaxy. Their method was always the same: evaluate, sample, then harvest. They were apex predators, after all. It was their right. Jack awoke, disoriented and groggy, in a transparent cell. His last memory was of walking home from his night shift at the hospital. Now bright lights hurt his eyes, and unfamiliar humming machinery surrounded him. In adjacent cells, other humans sat or stood. A middle-aged woman in business attire, an elderly man clutching a cane, a teenage boy in a soccer uniform, and others from what appeared to be different parts of the world. When the tall, kidness aliens first appeared, Jack's medical training kicked in. He observed them methodically, 8 feet tall, exoskeleton resembling armored insects, 4 arms, compound eyes, and clicking mandibles. They carried devices that looked like weapons. The aliens selected a young man from his cell and dragged him away. His screams echoed briefly before being silenced. "They're studying us," whispered Anna, the businesswoman in the cell beside him. "Dissecting us." Jack nodded grimly. He had once been a combat medic before becoming an emergency physician. "I think you're right, and we need to do something about it." "Fascinating," Officer Mev noted, examining the results. "They possess remarkable endurance. Their muscle density is lower than ours, but their stamina is exceptional." Commander Tark waved dismissively. "Irrelevant. Many prey species evolve endurance as a survival mechanism." "What of their threat assessment?" "Minimal, Commander. They lack natural defenses. Their skin tears easily, no claws, minimal teeth, and fragile bone structure." "Perfect," Tark clicked. "Prepare for the next phase." An alarm blared suddenly. "Security breach in specimen holding," a voice announced over the communication system. It had taken 6 hours for Jack to organize the prisoners. 20 humans, doctors, soldiers, teachers, office workers, students, now united by the will to survive. The vents, Jack had explained, pointing upward. Anna noticed they opened periodically for air circulation. "They're too small for the aliens, but not for us." When the vent next opened, Rose, the smallest among them, was hoisted up by 2 others. She disappeared inside, following Jack's instructions to find the control panel he'd glimpsed when they brought in new prisoners. 30 minutes later, their cell doors slid open. "Move quickly and quietly," Jack instructed. "Remember the plan." Commander Tark stormed into the security center. What is happening? The technicians' mandibles trembled. "The specimens. They've escaped containment." "Impossible. They're just prey." "They've organized, Commander. They're working together. 3 security officers are down." Tark hissed. "Seal all decks. Release the hunting drones." Jack led half the humans toward what they believed was the ship's armory, based on the guards they'd observed. Anna led the second group toward the command center. When the first hunting drone rounded the corner, Jack was prepared. He had fashioned crude weapons from broken pieces of equipment. The drone fired, a paralytic dart that missed as Jack dodged with practiced precision. "Now!" Jack shouted. 3 humans attacked simultaneously, overwhelming the drone from different angles. One was injured, but the drone was disabled. Jack quickly studied its weapon and figured out the firing mechanism. "These will even the odds," he said, distributing the captured weapons. "Commander, we're losing contact with the hunting drones," the technician reported anxiously. Tark slammed his claw down. "Impossible. They're apex predators on their world." "No, Commander. Our initial assessment classified them as prey, but new data suggests." The technician hesitated. "Suggests what?" Tark demanded. "They're pursuit predators, sir. Their evolutionary history shows they hunted by exhausting faster prey. They're extraordinarily adaptable. can use unfamiliar tools almost immediately, and possess remarkable problem-solving abilities under stress. Tark's compound eyes widened. They're not prey with intelligence. They're predators with intelligence. An explosion rocked the ship. Anna's group had reached the engine room. Following Jack's suggestion, he had once read about ship engineering during his military days. They targeted what appeared to be fuel lines. The resulting explosion wasn't large, but it was strategic. Meanwhile, Jack's group had secured the armory and was systematically working through the ship, disabling aliens with their own weapons. They moved differently now, not like frightened captives, but like hunters. Commander Tark watched the security feeds in horror. The humans moved with purpose, communicated with just glances, and adapted to Vexari technology with disturbing speed. They hunt in packs, Mev whispered. Look how they coordinate. When the command center doors exploded inward, Tark faced the humans with new understanding. Their eyes held something the Vexari had never seen in prey species: calculated fury, strategic violence. Jack stepped forward, captured weapon raised. We're going home, he stated simply, and you're going to take us there. 3 days later, the Vexari ship entered Earth orbit. As promised, all humans were returned safely to the surface at various locations. Commander Tark addressed the Dominion Council via holographic communication. The blue planet must be marked forbidden, he declared. These humans are not what we thought. Explain, demanded the High Counselor. We classified them as prey because they lack natural weapons. This was a profound error. They are weapons, thinking weapons. They lack claws because they build better ones. They lack armor because they evolved something more dangerous, adaptability. When we took them, they were frightened. Within hours, they were hunting us. Tark paused, mandibles clicking nervously. They're not just predators. There's something worse. They're predators that can think like us, but with an intensity we cannot match. Mark their world forbidden. The harvest is canceled. The Council agreed unanimously. Earth would bear the Dominion's warning marker, the only species ever to be classified Predator Plus.